this thing.
This one?
Yeah. What would you be called? What a troll, dude.
I was like, maybe if I could record other people, but...
Record yourself. What are you doing right now?
What are you doing? Christina, turn around. Turn around.
Ask the camera. Tell the camera. What are you doing right now?
So I'm at the, I guess the JK set.
Yeah.
And I'm
you know you're a rat girl.
So I'm here helping them set up. Pretty much they are reorganizing everything.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, you.
So I'm pretty much helping them glue these figurines to this board because Bart keeps knocking it over when they're recording.
Yeah, where does Bart sit?
Bart usually sits where those guns are right here. Oh, my beanie fell. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do. This is so awkward.
Girl problems.
I know.
At least you can make your beanie stay. Every time I put mine like that, it always falls off.
Because we have smaller heads.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bart sits there, and then what happens? What?
So Geo is pretty lonely right now. She misses Bart.
Bart.
Is this close? Close to Bart? Minus the arm.
No, he's a little bit small.
This
Bart's a
guy?
little bit bigger. Yeah. Bart's a little too big.
What about you, girl?
What about me?
How are you feeling?
Go to explain how you're shy right now. That's why it's like you're like that.
Yeah, so Geo and Tiff are trying to make me vlog right now because Aunt gave me the duty of vlogging on my own. Usually he's kind of directing me and telling me what to do, but now I have them helping me. But
Yeah,
You're doing good.
you are doing good. And so that's just for one.
Oh my god. Not even that one.
Wait, so those guns were...
They were on this side.
Oh.
Nobody took them out.
Damn it, really?
What
What did
happened?
you do?
Oh no.
The thing slipped and it stabbed me.
Ew, I gotta wash it.
God damn it.
I put
Tiffany.
some alcohol
Where's
on
the little
that.
thingamabob?
It's on the drill bit.
This is what people don't see, what you're fancy. This is what you guys go through when you're
That they should be
preparing for it.
vlogging.
Yeah? Oh no.
Made a little hole. Because it slipped when I was holding it and it went.
Ouch.
What would you be doing right now?
At home. I'm a homebody, so yeah. Cause then cause work is so tiring and stuff, so it is mentally draining.
I bet.
So I always just chill out at home for the weekends.
Sorry. Did we pull you away from that?
No, this is nice. I
A little
used,
change.
huh?
It's a little change.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Ant's at home editing and stuff.
Oh, your vlogs, right?
Yeah, he's doing that, and then he's working on all the Go for Broke stuff. Did you train your mom this morning?
No, I train her Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's so funny because she doesn't really work out at all. So I just have her doing stuff like stand up, sit down. And she's struggling with that.
Really?
Yeah, and she's like, I have to do that. And then I have her do like, she goes like this.
I was like, back to the basics.
Yeah, because she doesn't move. This is her, 29 weeks. She's crazy. And she was doing like everything. Obviously like monitored. I think they were saying, because she hangs out with a lot of like CrossFit people.
Yeah.
And they were telling her like, unfortunately, doctors do know a lot when it comes to medicine and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And science obviously, but they were like, unfortunately they don't understand the effects that training properly have on the mom. So they were saying, like, if it's monitored and you're not feeling any sort of pain or anything like that, like, it's fine. It's fine to train. And these are, like, a lot of cross... But they're saying, but if you've never trained and then you're pregnant and then you start training all of a sudden, like, that's different.
You're overexerting your body.
Exactly.
For us, like, even when we found out, we still went hiking. Like, we went with Joe and Jess hiking.
Yeah.
And I would sweat a lot. And I guess we started figuring out that I was pregnant because we kept going to the gym. And then one day, like, I would go, and then I was sweating like crazy from just doing the simplest stuff. Because your body's working, like, double time.
Yeah, this is for 17 weeks.
I see nothing.
Oh, maybe because they're the angle too.
17 weeks. So you don't really start showing too much until...
For like 5, 6 months.
My mom told me that she has a friend that every time she got pregnant, the baby wouldn't stick. Like, she had a miscarriage every time. So finally, they told her she just has to lay in bed for the whole pregnancy. She didn't do anything at all. Couldn't leave the house. Like, she couldn't walk around or do anything unless, you know, she had to eat or like go to the restroom and stuff. But then the baby sticked. You're right.
Oh my god, I would hate my life.
Yeah. So every situation's different.
For real,
you know?
dude.
And then I don't know if Aunt said it or mentioned it, but like his cousin just lost the baby. She was 35 weeks.
Oh my god.
35 weeks, yeah. So she had to go to the ER for like an emergency labor, I guess. And then, I mean, yeah, just be careful. Because like, even for me, when I would see people who work out like a lot, like I'll be like, oh, okay, so you can work out and it's fine for the baby. But then I feel like maybe because I was too active, and then because it's gonna be your first time too, so.
Do you think your body is differently, or is somewhat prepared now?
I think so, because they say once you get pregnant, your body knows how to respond to it better.
Oh, good.
So the first time, it doesn't know what to do, so it kind of like fights it. So I think that's when I talked to the OB, she said that's normal. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So when it's time for you, you can ask me anything.
Oh my god.
What is nothing to be scared about?
God, I can't imagine having a fucking diaper bag, getting that ready. Oh my god, what's this about? Why are you crying? What's going on?
Yeah, like when my brother came, he came to buy a car a few days ago. And then he just had 2 extra big bags just for his kids. Yeah.
How big are his kids?
One is 2. One is 2, the other is 4. Yeah.
And I think I would want that. I would want that age.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's better.
Are you gonna start trying again? Or are you kind of like, no, I'm gonna chill?
We said we were gonna try at the end of the year. And that's
oh shit! Yeah. When did it happen?
I think you guys in April.
That was your birthday one.
Yeah.
That was awesome, by the way. You like surprised us. We thought we were surprising you.
Yeah. The whole time I was pretty nervous. I was really nervous because we knew what we were gonna do. So I was like, oh, I don't know what to say or do. But that whole balloon thing was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it happened, I think like May or June. No. Because when I told you guys, I think I was like 1 or 2 months early.
Oh shit. Dang, it's time. You just gotta do everything you can to prepare your body. Even though now it's probably more prepared than ever.
Yeah. They said that, because I got pregnant the first time that we tried. Like, we just
oh
tried
my
the
god!
first cycle. Yeah. We were just like, okay, we're just gonna try it. And then, because then we got an app and then it kind of tells you like when you're ovulating and everything. And then we just tried for that week. And then that was it.
Was sex normal, or was there like pressure kind of like, because you're like, okay, now we're trying?
Yeah. It changes it a little bit.
Oh!
Because they're like, okay, we have to do it like now.
Oh no!
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be like that either. I kind of want it to be like in high school where it's like, oh fuck, whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bart's just like, I'm gonna start cutting holes in all our condoms. And I'm like, why wear a condom then? But it's so weird. Like, because I'm not like on any contraceptive or anything. So for me, it's just like condom and that's it, you know?
Yeah. That's good. Because that's how it was for us too. So then I think it makes it easier for you to get pregnant.
Yeah. But so I've never experienced like that whole coming thing. Cause then I'm always like, oh my god, I'm gonna get pregnant. But then like there's times where we do talk, and it's always during sex. So it's always like the worst time to make a decision. But then we're like, I'm there, and he's like, alright, should I just bust inside? And it's so not even attractive at all. He's like, should I just bust inside? And I'm like,
Wait, what are you talking about?
we're vlogging.
You are?
Come on over. Join the conversation.
Let me close the door.
And then I'm like, no, like, and then I'm like, yeah, just do it. And then I'm like, no, don't do it. And we're like, okay, and then we stop.
Yeah, it's hard. You have to you really have to prepare yourself for it, honestly.
Or maybe we did it once. I think we did it once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a while ago, but thank God. Thank God we weren't the Aunt and Christina, because we would have been like, fuck. Yeah, we tried once. And it was just like, let's just see what happens. Thank God it didn't happen.
For us, we had to do it for that entire week, pretty much.
Nice. Oh, poor you. Oh, that sucks.
It was so hard, you know.
So the whole week, you were like, all right, babe, I'm home, and then you just get naked.
See, but it's not even like that too. It's like, okay, well, let's finish this up real quick. Let's eat and do some work, and then it's like, okay, now we can.
Really?
So it's not all spontaneous, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess there's more pressure.
Yeah.
When you're trying to get pregnant.
Oh. The stress, does it get to you? Thinking oh, this is gonna be the time. What goes through your mind?
When we're trying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of oh, well, we have to do it now. Or if we're tired, then he'd be like, we just have to do it. And it's more like work than actually oh, let's just go and do it, you know?
I feel more worse for the guy than the girl. Because the girl's like, all right, fuck, let's just do it. And you can kind of even if you're not whatever, you can just be like, whatever, right? And then get wet. But then for the guy, he has to be in it.
Yeah, it has to be hard.
Yeah.
True.
So I feel more pressure for the dude than I do the girl.
But then that's a good thing that the guys are so easy to get around.
Oh, true. Maybe that's why Mother Nature made it like that. Because girls are like, fuck. Not right now. And he's like, fuck, alright, I saw your boob, that's it.
That's all they need.
That's true.
Spreading my seed.
Were you checking when you were ovulating and stuff like that?
Yeah, I had an app and everything, so then I was telling Geo that
I'm trying to keep my water. And I'm like, fuck the vlogs out, because I was like this.
How about you? Did you check when you were ovulating? Or you just spontaneous?
See, I think that's the thing too, though. If you were to just know when you're ovulating, you just kind of have the app just to see, and then you're like, okay, well, this is the time frame. Just do it whenever we want, you know. Instead of okay, well, we have to do it at least once a day or something, you know. You just do it when you feel
way more pressure.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of pressure too. When you are doing it, then you're like, oh my god, it's gonna happen. And you're like, oh no. And then you start thinking it to the future, oh, and then I'm gonna be pregnant.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna do this and do this and do this, and you're kind of thinking about that when you're
stressed.
Yeah.
I remember when I got pregnant, Isaac was in an accident. He was somewhat planned. Each time that it would happen, I would always think, oh my gosh, this could be the time. This could be the moment that I get pregnant. And I remember having those thoughts.
Right.
And then finally, when it happened and I found out I was pregnant, I was like, oh, it was surreal because I felt like I was in a dream, that whole time. I don't know, it was weird. From that moment to the moment where it was like, oh shit, this is happening, it didn't really hit me. And then I saw my belly grow, and I'm like,
oh my god,
this is happening. Do I really have a baby inside of me? Even though I knew it. It's just subconsciously, it's this is actually happening. I'm growing a human inside of me. And then once he was born, I was holding him. I'm like, oh my god, you were in me. And now he's almost 9 years old, and I look at him and I'm like, I've seen you since before you were born, from the ultrasound photos, and it's so crazy seeing a life that you created and then just being a human. It's so weird. It's so weird.
So worthwhile.
But it's so beautiful though, for sure. It's really, really beautiful. Especially, I remember the first 2 weeks. I remember the first 2 weeks of his life, I couldn't sleep. I was just so in love with him. I remember, I'd cry because I was just so happy. And I would just be staring at him sleeping, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so crazy. I can't put it into words, the feeling that you get seeing, your newborn in your arms. It's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah. I hope my mom felt like that about me. Mom's like, another one.
I heard that like everything just goes out the window, like all the pain that you went through, like the labor, like you're feeling it and you're all angry. So then once the baby's in your arms, but once you see your baby, like it's out the window. Yeah, that's what my coworkers tell me too.
I always felt like I cheated, and I always felt like I didn't earn Isaac because I had a C-section. And I always felt like I wanted to go through the labor. I wanted to like feel the contractions, and I wanted to like work for it.
Yours was induced, right? Or like
no, he was breech, so his head was up instead of down. So I couldn't give natural birth. So the day that I had an appointment for them to flip him over, and it's called a transversion. So that day I was supposed to get a transversion, but then by the time I got in, they monitored my uterus and they said I was already in labor, so they can't do it because they give a medicine to relax the uterus, but to be more like flexible, so then they can move the baby. But because I was already in labor, when you're in labor, your uterus contracts, so it's like stiff. So
what does in labor even mean?
It means like your uterus is contracting.
And what does that do though?
So it's preparing your uterus. So your baby is inside your uterus, right? When it's contracting, it's like pretty much preparing your body for the process of giving birth, which is like pushing the baby down the birth canal. So like your uterus is pushing.
It's like you're a fucking alien.
Yeah. Yeah, so your uterus is contracting so it can push the baby down. But because I was already in labor and it was already
the way you
starting,
squeeze out toothpaste from like a fucking can?
Like that.
What the fuck?
A tube, but yeah.
Get out!
Yeah, it's like that. Like, that's my understanding of how labor works. So yeah. So yeah, like that day, I was just like, oh my god, this is happening. Oh my god, I'm gonna hold my baby by the end of the day. Oh my god. And I was just so excited. Because then once you get your baby clothes, I remember like I had my big belly, or big for me because it was really tiny. I remember having my belly and I would get like my newborn baby clothes like from the baby shower or whatever, and I'd place it over my belly. And I'm like, I can't wait for you to wear it. And then you actually put those clothes on your baby. It's like, it's so cool.
I will get more rat.
See, when it happens, you're gonna be like that.
What part of it all
Everything.
scares you?
Everything.
Like, what exactly though?
Everything you just said, that's a big one.
How is that scary though?
Your body changes.
Yeah, forever it's changed.
Yeah, so I remember my mom would sneeze, and then she pees herself. And she's like, that's because I had kids. Because I think it drops or something.
I think you'll be fine because you exercise. So the fact that you exercise, you're already prepping.
Not guaranteed.
You're already prepping your body for the change, so it's easier for you to bounce back than for like me that like, I don't do anything. And especially for the bladder thing, because you do certain exercises. I forgot which one. Like the pelvic floor one. Those like it helps you have better bladder control. I think you'll be fine. I don't even know why you're so scared.
I'm not even scared. I just like my life.
That I can agree with you. So then for that reason, I told Casey, I'm like, are you sure? Like, look at that. Like, you want to put up with that? Because I was showing him all of Isaac's baby videos. And I'm like, are you ready for that? You want to deal with that? We can't escape that kid. Because with Isaac, he gets to go with his dads on the weekends. We get to be part-time parents. Once we have a kid, like, you're stuck with them. I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, you have to mentally prepare yourself for it. Right, like what I was saying last time, that I was ready for it when it happened, and then when all that stuff happened, now I'm just like, we're gonna try again at the end of the year.
But I feel like you're more prepared now.
Probably, I think because it didn't happen the first time, so it kind of makes you want it even more. But at the same time, you still like think about how your life is right now, how it's gonna be later, and you're thinking it's just like gonna be a few months. So
They're gonna try again at the end of the year. Yeah. So soon.
That is soon.
And I was asking kids like, hey, when you guys getting married, so I can still fly.
Oh yeah, you gotta think of her too.
We were like, okay, hopefully we can make this happen by like spring. But I don't know, the way things are going.
I know spring we're trying to drop our fashion line, so I don't know, girl. You gotta work with our schedule.
So fucking crazy. So crazy. What about you? Because you're talking about next year, right?
I know, it's the end of this year. He wants to start.
Oh, and this year?
I know we're gonna go back to the same thing. Yeah, he wants to start 2017. That's like beginning of 2017.
Yeah.
And you were mentally prepared at a really young age.
I know, that's
We're
crazy.
still like prepping ourselves right now for it.
I know, it's funny because I was mentally prepared, but I was nowhere else prepared. Like anywhere else, any other aspect of my life. You guys are pretty ready everywhere else but the mental part.
You go first.
I did.
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
Part 2.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
How fun. I want to join you guys.
Who said you can't?
I know, you can?
No, I want to get married first. I learned my lesson the first time. I learned my lesson.
Well, you have 9 months from when you try,
Yeah.
and you'll be married
They
by
don't
then.
force it.
Yeah.